Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan P. Butler. We finally come to the end of the season sets, at least, for now, for Star Wars The Clone Wars in this episode. I say for now because I'm recording this shortly after the announcement that Season 6, aka The Lost Missions, will be being released through Netflix starting about a month from now in the US and in Canada. And you can bet there will eventually be a home video release of that season, if not a giant series set to replace the series set that we pretty much already bought back in October of 2013. But with that still possibly a long ways off, we are wrapping up our individual season set looks here. This time, of course, we are looking at Star Wars The Clone Wars, The Complete, Season 5. We have our Blu-ray set here, right, with all 20 episodes on it. Still that kind of glittery embossed kind of thing going on here. Information about it on the back. Uncover, you get your Blu-ray case. They're pretty much identical to what you see, just without the embossing and the sparkliness. For Twilight fans, I guess. Then we have the DVD set, very similar. Again, includes all 20 episodes up there at the top. Identical case underneath. Difference here being it is a black case rather than the whitish, clearish kind of cases we got with seasons 3 and 4, which is a slight difference, though not something particularly noteworthy in this case. Inside, again, you'll find some inserts. The insert from the Blu-ray, very small. You open it up. Breakdown of episodes. You unfold it. And of course, on the inside here, you've got a poster of Ahsoka walking away, spoilers, and a quote there from Yoda. Now, what is impressive about this one is they finally did the insert right in the DVD set, because you open it up, and lo and behold, it's actually slipped in here. It's not just jammed in there so it can be all messed up, foam or not. We're on to your tricks, ladies and gentlemen. Again, same kind of thing. Open it up. Poster. Exact same thing as we get, just a little bit bigger because the package is bigger. Once again, I would recommend the Blu-ray set over the DVD set. The Blu-ray set's got better picture quality, better sound quality, and it's got the Jedi Temple archives where you can get access to deleted scenes and concept art and such that you just don't get with the DVDs because those discs can't hold nearly as much information as a Blu-ray disc can. Speaking of discs, our disc count is down this time around. Instead of it being 3 for Blu-ray and 4 for DVD, it's 2 for Blu-ray and 3 for DVD. We have on the disc art for the Blu-rays, we have Saw Gerrera and Ahsoka Tano. And then on the DVD set, we have Saw again and Ahsoka, but then we have Hondo Ohnaka finally getting his due with some disc label art there. Now this time, they go back to kind of what was the case with Season 1. Instead of having big featurettes about the series, you wind up with sort of little miniature featurettes for each individual episode in this series, or this season. The difference, of course, being that this time, the little featurettes are the exact same ones that aired through StarWars.com as the episodes were being released on Cartoon Network. You don't get any new exclusive material here that can't be found on that website, at least for now. So, cool that they're back to individual ones. Kind of sucks that they aren't doing something original, so for most of us, those video commentaries, as they're calling them, it's the same things we've seen before. Nothing special at all. Also, very much like Season 4, there's a couple of episodes here that are extended. They get essentially a director's cut or an extended cut that aren't noted anywhere on the packaging. But then when you open up the little booklets, it does say director's cut. They're actually more like extended cuts, more like what we saw back in Season 4. But remember, in Season 4, there was no notation about it on the packaging or on the little insert. It was just, whoa, look, they're extended cuts. And in Season 4, the extended cuts wound up usually just being a quick impalement or something, a blink and you'll miss it kind of moment. It's sort of like that here, but it's more obvious, but it's still the same kind of thing. 2 instances of something that is particularly violent. They didn't want to show in the mornings to kids on Cartoon Network, so they cut. And now we get them here added back in. As what they're calling a director's cut, I'd call it more of an extended cut, but we do get to see a couple more instances of the ultra-violence, so to speak, that the Sith can dish out. The 2 scenes in question show up in Eminence and in Shades of Reason. There'll be a very quick Clone Wars Cuts Season 5 episode of From the Star Wars Home Video Library that you will find in the playlist immediately after this one that'll take a look at those cuts. That way, if that content gets taken down for any reason, it shouldn't, it's all fair use, then this one will still be able to stay up talking about the package in and of itself. Certainly, in my opinion, this is the best season that the Clone Wars ever had. It is an outstanding season for many respects. The whole Sunny Day in the Void thing was kind of a downer. That entire arc was kind of crappy compared to the rest of it. But beyond that, a really solid season. I would also note, though, that they do put the episodes back in correct chronological order in the set. You may remember that when they aired on Cartoon Network, there was such hype about the return of Darth Maul at the end of Season 4 that they wanted to play on that at the beginning of Season 5, but Maul wasn't supposed to show up until far into Season 5 when we get to that 4-part arc that then brings in Death Watch and Mandalore and all of that. Well, they aired Revival, the first part of that 4-part arc, at the beginning of Season 5, and then didn't return to wrap it up until later, and there were some continuity issues with that, with, for instance, a Jedi character who gets killed in Revival being alive in a Jedi Council scene very shortly thereafter. What they managed to do here is fix that error, and the episodes are in their intended order. So essentially the same order as they aired, except Revival is plucked from the beginning and put right back down in front of Eminence where it belongs. That is a nice, welcome change for them when they put these together. Kudos to them for bothering to do that. Unfortunately, while I say kudos to them for that, there was a problem with this season set as it was first being released. In theory, this should be fixed now for subsequent releases, subsequent pressings, printings, whatever you want to call them. But at least to start with, there was an error. If you would get to Disc 2 on the Blu-ray set, did not affect the DVDs, but on the Blu-ray set, you would find that when you were watching, for instance, The Lawless, you could tell that there comes a point where some of the dialogue is out of sync with the way the lips are moving on the screen. I know it's animated, but you can still tell a difference. The audio was slightly out of sync. Thankfully, Warner Brothers Home Video did step up and make replacement discs available. The problem, of course, for it being that you had to contact them directly to ask about it. There's also some reporting that Disc 1 is also like that. I haven't experienced that myself, but if you have, there's also a replacement program available for Disc 1, though it's unlikely, it seems, that you would actually wind up needing it. But, suffice to say, what they did was they had a replacement program available where you could basically let them know you need a replacement disc, one that's fixed, and they would send you just that disc. Now, some people got the wrong disc sent when they sent out the replacements, because basically what you do is you call them up, and if you still need this, I'm assuming it is still available, you call their customer service. It is 1-800-553-6937. It'll show it at the bottom of the screen here. You call them, you tell them what the deal is with Season 5 of the Clone Wars, how you need another copy of Disc 2 that's corrected because yours is out of sync and everything, and they will send you this. Or they're supposed to send you this. This is Clone Wars Season 5, Disc 2. They also, at the same time, in October of 2013, when they were doing this huge blitz, they released not only the Blu-ray DVD combo packs for the Classic Trilogy and Prequel Trilogy, and complete Season 5 on Blu-ray and DVD, and a 3-pack that had a Galaxy Divided, Darth Maul Returns, and Clone Commandos on it on DVD, they also released that giant complete Seasons 1 through 5 boxed set of the Clone Wars on Blu-ray and DVD, which were basically the same disc with different labels, all in a big package, which meant that they also had to do some replacements on Disc 2 of Season 5 from that set, and that's what that one looks like. This is from the complete Seasons 1 through 5 Collector's Edition, but it's the same content on the disc. So some people would wind up calling and saying that they need a replacement for this disc, and the one they get in the mail is that disc. Or they'd call needing a replacement for both discs and get either 2 of these or 2 of these rather than getting the ones that actually match up. You need to be careful when you're ordering the replacements to make sure they send you the right discs. Otherwise, your art isn't going to match what it's supposed to match. But they did offer a replacement program, which is nice. Just would have been nice if the problem hadn't existed in the first place. For what it's worth, this is what they wrote to accompany it. It says, Dear customer, Warner Home Video wishes to thank you for purchasing Star Wars The Clone Wars The Complete Season 5 in the Blu-ray disc format. We extend our apology for the unintentional issue that you may be experiencing on disc number 2 contained in your set. Please accept the enclosed Blu-ray replacement disc to address the audio sync issue that you reported to our customer hotline. Should you have any questions or require further assistance, please contact our customer service department at, gives the number again, 1-800-553-6937. Thank you for your patience while we processed your request. Customer service, Warner Home Video. So it did make the effort, just would have been nice if it hadn't been an issue in the first place. But now, subsequent pressings should in theory be okay because they know that the problem exists. But if you bought it right out there in October of 2013, then yeah, you probably want to contact them to get a replacement disc while those things are still available here. With that, we'll wrap up this episode, but stay tuned. The very next episode in this playlist, it is Clone Wars Cuts for Season 5 to show us those differences in this extended director's cut release here with Eminence and Shades of Reason. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers.